Ever found yourself in a haunted hotel late at night? Imagine this. You're standing in the dimly lit lobby of the Heritage Hotel, a place that whispers tales of yesteryears. The air is heavy with the scent of old wood and a hint of fragrant flowers from the creeper-veiled entrance. An elderly lady, her face mapped with wrinkles and spectacles perched atop her head, greets you from behind the reception desk. You've been on a wild goose chase for a place to rest your weary head, and this seems to be your last resort. Despite her initial reluctance, you plead for a room. She warns you about rooms 601 and 602, her voice trembling slightly. She tells you they're haunted, but you laugh it off. After all, you're a rational person. There's no such thing as ghosts, right? So you insist. And she relents, handing over the key to room 601, her eyes filled with a mix of fear and resignation. After all, there's no such thing as ghosts, right? It's the fourth day of my stay, and things are about to get a little strange. Night had fallen, and I was nestled in my room, engrossed in a riveting book. Suddenly, a faint knock echoed at the door. I opened it to find nothing. No one. A chill ran down my spine, but I brushed it off. Maybe it was the wind, or perhaps just my imagination playing tricks. Settling back into my book, I noticed something peculiar. The words I was reading seemed to be echoing back at me, as if someone was repeating them. I tried to shrug it off, but the voice grew louder, clearer. The eerie sound seemed to be coming from somewhere nearby, the room next to mine, room 602. Curiosity piqued, I decided to investigate. The door to room 602 was locked, but there was an eye hole. I peered through it, and what I saw left me breathless. A girl was in the room, chanting the very words I was reading, her voice drifting eerily through the silence. A doll lay on the table, its glassy eyes reflecting the dim light. Confusion swirled within me. Was this a dream? A trick of the mind? Or was room 602 truly housing something supernatural? The old receptionist's warnings came rushing back, her pleas not to inquire about the room. And yet, here I was, standing at the very threshold of the unknown. What on earth was happening in room 602? Day 5, and the mystery of room 602 was far from solved. I found myself back at the reception desk, my heart pounding with fear and curiosity. The old woman sat there, her spectacles perched on her head, a look of concern etched onto her wrinkled face. As I recounted my eerie experience, her eyes widened in horror. "You must leave this place immediately," she insisted, her voice trembling. Despite my pleas for an explanation, she remained stubbornly silent about the room's history. Her refusal only fueled my curiosity. "Why won't you tell me about the room?" I asked, my frustration seeping into my voice. But she just shook her head, her lips pressed into a thin line. A chill ran down my spine as I realized that her fear was genuine. She truly believed that room 602 was haunted. But why? What had happened in that room? Why was she so determined to get me out of the hotel? The sixth day dawns, and something seems off. A strange feeling of magnetism pulls me, an inexplicable attraction towards the dreaded room 602. Despite the clear warnings, the ominous signs, and the unsettling experiences, I find myself drawn, unable to resist the room's eerie allure. It's as if the room itself is calling out to me, beckoning me to uncover its secrets. The question echoes in my mind, relentless and haunting. What was it about room 602 that kept drawing me in, and what would I find there tonight?